my makeshift wet wipes. Wipes, wet. Wet wipe. Ah, yes. We thank you, Most High, for everything. Most High God, please block anybody trying to interfere with this reading and this video. Do step in and deliver your messages to we, your children. Wet wipe. This is some from the kitchen towel, what do you call it? That kitchen roll thing. I just cut it. So this is the last deck in this series of my case with Ptah, the Egyptian god, the U.S. government, the U.K. government, the Montserrat government, the secret societies that are in affiliation with them, and the people that are in affiliation with the secret societies, and the people who are in affiliation with the people who are in affiliation with the secret societies, and so on and so on and so on and so on. Let's see what God want to talk about today. Oh, wait. Ooh, I had a dream last night, this morning, I think, yeah, this morning. Yeah, I woke up around 3. I had a dream. Was it around 3? 2 something, almost 3 o'clock. So, there was this man who came to my house and he was throwing an energy ball at my home. And there was a force field around my home blocking the energy ball. And he wasn't very happy about that. He was not very happy about that at all. And that kind of takes me back to that June the 3rd event that God told us was going to happen or is going to happen. God said, intelligent people will be at home. So we're going to tell you again, when you get a vibe to go home, go home. There's protection at home for those who have faith in the word and the instruction of God. It's kind of like a Passover kind of event in the story in the Bible where there was gonna be a slaughtering, and God told those who serve the kingdom of God, put a mark over your door. So when the angels see that, they're going to bypass your house. Anybody who don't have this mark over their door, they're going to be hit with disaster. So in our case, the Passover is go home. Just be in your home. Your home is protected. Okay? There's protection in your home. So if you're at work and you have to fake being sick so you can go home. Go home. And for those who are on the hit list, even if you're at home, you will not be safe in your home. God knows where to find you. So this message is not for people who has been disrespecting God and God's people. There's no safety for you. But there was a force field around my home. We got message, architect. An architect is someone who designs something. At the bottom of the deck, we got the stylist, the fashion stylist. So somebody's designing something to be in a specific way. Okay? Somebody's building something, creating something, like a plan. Architects do plans. So there's a plan. All right? So God want to talk more about this June the 3rd event and being at home. Okay, we got janitor or cleaner. Okay, it's a day of justice. The underlying issue, civil servant, those who serve the Lord. We are the cleaners, we are the janitors, because we speak truth, we live truth, we suffer for it. And we're gonna win. We're gonna get through everything. Okay, so janitor or cleaner, civil servant. So on the 3rd of June, when you get a vibe to go home, go home. It's a Passover coming. Modern day Passover. Only those who serve the Lord will be saved. And you know you serve the Lord when you actually listen to God's instruction. You can't say you're a servant of the Lord and you don't believe. So even if you don't believe what I'm saying, it is your duty to verify with your God if what I'm saying is true. Because God may show up in different personas to many of us, but at the end of the day, there is only one God. The variety is just to bring some spice to life. Okay, but there is only one superpower, the creator and sustainer of all. It's just like having many cultures. We did a reading the other day about cultures, how the Caribbean people are losing their culture, they're losing their identity, they're losing what's special about them. God created all these cultures to add variety to life. You know, it makes life fun, it makes life explorative, it makes life invigorating and enlivening. Just to see different people and how they live, and to hear about how they came about the things that they do or don't do, the things that they believe or don't believe. Life itself is vast. Okay? Don't be boring. Be yourself and respect other people. Stop hating. It's the beauty of life is our differences. How the hell you come to a mindset like that? How did you come to this invention? How did you come to this tradition? How did you know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. because everybody experience life different, and our life experiences, it moves us to the cultures and the traditions and the inventions and the philosophies that we come up on, because we're paying attention to life, you know. So everything is just a little piece of God. Everybody is experiencing a little piece of God. Everybody's being let in on a little bit of the mysteries of God. You know, that's why unification is important, because when we're unified, then we can share those bits and we can all grow. But if we keep ourselves divided, the knowledge stay with you, or my knowledge stay only with me. And then you have to have the experience yourself to come upon the knowledge that I already know. We learn faster when we live together. Wow! First of all, that was on top, and that one, but this one fell out first. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. Are we gonna take all of them? But before I do that, I need to put something in my belly, because I don't feel like eating, but my body begs to differ. So my mind don't feel like eating, but my body is hungry. I'm sorry, buddy. Okay, so why is this in the reverse? Let me see if it's meant to be. Yeah, it's meant to be in the reverse. Okay. So we got banker in the reverse, and I was talking about us sharing our knowledge with each other, the importance of unification, the importance of respecting other people and their culture and their beliefs, their journey, okay, their life experiences, whether we see it as good or bad, by the way, because anybody who has chosen to walk any path, there's a reason why. Okay, so that means even the serial killer deserves some respect. Yeah, even the pedophile deserves some respect. How the hell did you get on a journey like that? How did you come to the mindset or the mind belief? How did you come to the belief that you're okay with that? How did that happen? If we try to understand each other rather than demonizing and, what's the word, condemning people just because they do things different to you and you don't agree with what they do. If we stop doing that, we will learn so much more, and growth can actually take place. And when there needs to be healing, healing can actually take place. But if we have a mindset of condemning people, then nothing changes. Everything stays the way that it is, and there's a disconnect, okay, among us, whereby the hope for healing, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. The hope for change will be smaller. We need to respect people who are different to us. Okay. Ooh, so that's like the basis of the cleanup that's about to come. It's like a separation It's a separation, separating the wheat from the chaff. So, like I was saying to you guys, what's happening right now is like a roll call kind of energy. What this the stage of our, okay, we're creating a bright, beautiful, progressive future, right? But we are coming from a dark past. And in order for us to go from the dark past to this bright future that we're trying to create, well, let me say it like this. We have been living hell on earth up till this point, right? And we're trying to create heaven on earth, okay? So, in order for us to transition from the hell on earth energy and reality to a heaven on earth energy and reality, there is this in between. There's a whole bunch of things that need to happen in between. Okay, it's like a cleanup. So let's say you buy a house, and the house, you see the potential of the house, but right now the house is it's got a lot of damage to it. The roof need fixing, the plumbing need fixing, the electrics need fixing. You need to get you need to get new toilet, you need to get a new sink, you need to, you know what I'm saying? The flooring, some of the flooring is all cracked up and messed up, but you see the potential to make this house a beautiful place, especially the fact that the house itself is in a beautiful location. So you feel like it's a good investment. Okay, it's a lot of work, granted, but you have the vision to see what it can be, right? So in order to for you to transition that broken house into a beautiful home for yourself or someone else, whatever you choose to do with it, you can rent it out or whatever. In order to transition it from the mess that it is into this magnificent um, magnificent space, you're gonna need a lot of things. You're gonna need supplies, okay? You're gonna need people with the know-how, okay? So you're gonna need electrician, you're gonna need plumber, you're gonna need builders, you're gonna need people who understand like the physics, the science, to know like if there's a weak structure and the possibility of caving in, and you need a whole bunch of people to make that happen. So we're in that stage of transitioning from our hellish reality to a heavenly one. So right now we're in that part where we're looking to see who has the know-how, okay? And also we are trying to kind of gather all the supplies and stuff that we need, that would, in our case, in the reality that I'm talking about, that would be education. Okay, so there are things that we need to learn, there are things that we need to discuss, like planning, architect energy, because we are building something new from this old mess that we now know. Okay, so it's gonna take some time to transition to that new reality, that new space. Okay, so that's what's happening, and that's why God is gonna be doing a lot of separating. So it's like the separation starts within ourselves. So it's like coming to the decision that, you know what, I want to do something different with my life. I want to be a part of the future. I want to create my little slice, or add my input into what our future look like. Our meaning the human family. Okay? What our future look like. I want to add my little bit, right? So in order for you to do that, God is going to have to get rid of the naysayers that are around us who would discourage us from the confidence and the belief that we have in ourselves that we can make a change. Those people, they're not going to be allowed to be around us because they're going to be a hindrance to the possibilities, which are very, very highly capable of becoming realities. Okay? But if the mind isn't sharp and if the mind isn't strong, then the body won't move in that direction. So this is a separation of the wheat from the chaff. So those who don't believe and those who do believe in a bright future. Those who don't want change and those who do want change. There's going to be a separation because we all have all type of people around us with all type of opinions about how they feel about life as we know it. And you're going to have to come in alignment with people who believe the way that you believe, because they will strengthen your beliefs and they will also be a source of motivation for you to make the moves also, because it's only one thing to believe. You can believe from now until thy kingdom come. If you don't make any moves, nothing changes. And in order to make moves, you have to have confidence. You're going to have courage. Bearing in mind that there are people who are in opposition to these changes and they're going to come after us to try and stop us, sabotage. So the less access that these naysayers have to us, the smoother our transition into what we know could very well be a better reality will be. Okay? So right now, it's a separation going on. God is cleaning up. So everything is going to happen in stages. So right now, you might realize that there's like a lot of breakdown in your social and family circle. Okay? People are not moving the same. You don't feel the same about the people around you because your differences in belief is causing that distance. Do not fight it, let it be. That's God removing and revealing those who don't belong in your life at this time. Maybe in the future you can reconcile with these people, because some people, they simply don't want to do it because they don't believe that it's possible. And some people, they try to stop us because they know the fight that's going to come towards us. So some of them, they mean well, but if I have the confidence, why are you going to stand in my way? I know you love me. I know you want to protect me. I know you don't want to see me struggle. But I believe in myself, though. It's like you believing you can become president. And your family would be happy to see you become president, but they don't believe, your family and your friends and your lover, who your husband, your wife, your children, they would happy to see you become the president, but they don't believe that you can do it. And they know that in order for you to become president, you have a lot of stiff competition. People take positions like this very seriously. Okay, the president of anything, it doesn't have to be the president of a country, but just the top dog. There's a lot of fighting because too many people want to be the top dog. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if you're in alignment, then that top dog spot belongs to you. So the reason why you feel so pulled towards it is because it is your spot. It doesn't matter how hard the other people fight, how much they want it, how much they try to sabotage you. As long as you stay in alignment, you will make it there. But that calls for the separation of people who would sabotage you, whether they love you or they hate you. You need to separate yourself from them, because allowing them in your personal space is giving them access to sabotage you. They can play with your health, play with your confidence. Okay? And in my case, they had to keep people around us so that when they go back and tell lies, the lies look plausible. So if you have people close around you, when they say things about you, people are more inclined to believe them because they are around you, not knowing that they're actually lying about you because they have an agenda. It's a serious thing going on right now, and this, what we're going into, is not for the weak. It's not for the faint of heart. Okay? So God is separating the kings and the queens and the emperors and the empresses from everybody else. Okay? And yeah, the journey starts within ourselves and then within our outside immediate life. So first we change our thinking and our belief system and we get ourselves on track. Then we start seeing the changes in our family, in our friends, in our spouse, in our, our children, even in your job, maybe your community. In my case, I lost everything and everybody just about. The only person I have in my life is Malika. Oh my God. So get ready to lose what you don't need, who you don't need, all those energies that will fight against you. They're going to fight still, but at least don't give them close access to you. That doesn't make any sense if you're serious about achieving your goals. Do not be afraid to be alone. You only need your God anyway. And God is so good that sometimes, in many cases, God put at least one person, one other human being in your life. At least one other human being. And it's better to have one loyal person around you, one supportive person around you, than a whole bunch of people who don't believe in what you believe in. A whole bunch of people who don't believe in you and what you can achieve. That one person is more valuable than a million people who are not loyal to you, who don't believe in your abilities to succeed, or who may just be jealous. Maybe they know that you can succeed and they're just jealous and they don't want you to succeed because they don't want you to be in a higher position than them or to do better in life than them. I hope that you guys are understanding. Okay, I'm hearing yes. Good. So we're creating the new world. And in order for us to create the new world, we have to first become a new person. One who is not playing about who we know we are, who we know we should be, who God has told us we are in the future. Take your aims and objectives seriously. Don't burn any bridges that you don't need to burn. Because some people, they don't need to be cut completely out your life, but definitely a smaller dose of them is in order. Spend less time with them, give them less access to your personal thoughts and your personal ambitions. Because they don't care, they don't support it, they don't believe in you like that. They love you, but they don't believe in you and your dreams. I was highly into music at one point when I was with Malika's father, and he told me straight up, "You're not gonna make it in the music business." But that never stopped me from believing that I will. Even if it takes 50, 100, 200 years, I will. I belong there. I wouldn't have been given the gift if I didn't belong there. I can write, I can sing, I can rap, I could do soca, I could do opera. How you gonna tell me I can't make it? Of course I can. And if they don't want me in there, I'll create my own. But you see, this is what I'm saying about you're around people, and maybe he thought that he was just being honest, but it's from his opinion. But he's only being honest from his opinion based on what he knows about me. He didn't know exactly how musically inclined I was. So he was just offering his opinion based on the little bit of knowledge that he has about my musical abilities. I did get approached by the industry, but I didn't like the contract. So I would have already made it into the music industry. But I didn't like that contract. So I declined. So he already, what he said to me, it was proven wrong. The music industry would love to have me, but they know if I enter it, it's going to be a problem for them because I'm not just going to take any and everything that they throw at me. We will negotiate. And if I'm not happy with the terms, I'm doing nothing. So the amount of money and whatever else that I can make for you, for your business, for your label, I'm going to get what is rightfully due to me in the process as well. The music industry isn't run like that. They want slaves. They want people who will not challenge the terms and conditions of these very awful contracts. I'm not that person. So he was wrong. I would have made it in the music industry. I would have done very great things in the music industry. I would have changed the whole shit. Or else I would do what I did and stay out of it. Is either you going to change and give me what's rightfully mine, or else I'm not participating. Period. I am nobody's slave. I'm a boss. You're going to treat me as such. You need me. You saw me with the gift. You don't get to tell me how much I'm worth. And you damn sure don't get to be buying yachts and mansions and buying your fucking 16-year-old Ferraris and Bugattis and shit while I can't even pay my rent. I can't buy myself a Bugatti off of my own energy, my own efforts and talents, but you can. We're not doing that. We are not doing that. So we need to know ourselves, we need to know our value, we need to know our capabilities, and don't let anybody convince us otherwise. We are who we know we are, period. No offense to anybody, but we are who we know we are, period. And it's only a matter of time before the rest of the world sees that we are who we know we are. Because we're not going to stop working towards the things. We're not going to rush it. That's why y'all need to stop uh, subscribing to the philosophy where they taught us that we only live till we're like 80 and 100 and we're going to look like dried up prunes and we're going to look old and wrinkly and our body will decline. If we take care of ourselves, that will not happen. And we don't live in a society where they teach us to take care of ourselves. So that's part of the education process that we have to adapt into our lives. We need to learn how to take care of our bodies so that we can keep our youth and our lifespan. Regenerating youth and prolonged lifespan. There's a lot of work that we have to do. We got, God said by about 2044, we're going to see massive changes. So if we start now, we will definitely. So that's like, let's see, what are we in now? 2026. 4 that's 30, 10 that's 40, so that's about 18 years. Okay, we got 18 years of education and development and training and learning nutrition and taking care of our bodies. So you need to forget about your age. Forget that. That don't matter. It's an illusion. It doesn't matter. Take care of yourself. And you will see these wonderful things come to pass and beyond. We don't plan on dying. Dying is not natural. It is not natural. We allow our bodies to decline. Stop allowing your body to decline. Forever young, everlasting life. That's our ambition. We're here to stay. Right here. So now, I think we've covered all of the general basis. Let's see the message that Most High God brought us here to receive today. So we got banker in the reverse. So what's a banker? A banker is somebody who deals in money. But we're going to apply it because this is clearly a philosophical reading. It's not a reading about money at all. So in this case, a banker would be somebody who is in charge of possession. Shit, we in charge of ourselves, our destinies, and whatnot. But the banker is in the reverse. So the banker's not doing too well. Whoever this banker energy is representing, then they're not doing too well. They're in the reverse right now. It's kind of like the stage where we don't know who we are or what we're capable of yet. So we haven't solidified our destiny in our mind. Okay, let's read on. So we got banker in the reverse, and we got a judge of the stylist or the style, the way something is. We got homeless man. So the masculine energy is that go-getter energy. Okay. And we got the secretary. So a secretary is somebody who like take notes and basically the organizer. Okay. Of the artist. That would be us. We got prince energy. So that's another masculine energy. But that is, a prince is somebody of very, very high repute. Like I said, we are becoming the kings and queens, emperors and empresses, prince and princesses that we are, instead of just being a regular human. We were not made to be regular, okay? And then we have imam. So there's that God energy coming in, becoming one's God self. You see? So that came out right after the prince energy. And those of you who watch my channel, I think you'd see the reading where I was singing very badly and God say, yo, that bad singing, you need to fix that because I can't co-sign that. And I was like to God, so you only claim me as your child when I'm doing well? And God was like, yo, I am great. So if you want me to co-sign what you do, you have to kind of mimic me. You have to mimic my energy. You have to climb up, okay? You have to be great too. You have to have your superstar quality on fleek. Okay? Then people will know. I won't have to tell nobody. They'll know you're my child. They'll know you're God sent. They'll know that can, uh, only God vibes can have that type of impact on the world and impact on other people, impact on your environment. Okay? Faith without works is dead. You gotta manifest that stuff. The Bible says you will know them by their fruit. So how people gonna know we're a child of God if we only do human like things? We need to do God like things because we are royal children of the divine. So act like it. Stop being a prodigal son, a prodigal daughter. Okay. All right. So yeah. So it's like people don't know themselves. Okay. You don't know the power that you have. You don't know the authority that you have over the possessions that's supposed to be yours. Okay. And then we got judge, fashion stylist, homeless man. So to judge something is to weigh the conditions. You listen to the reasoning, you gather all your information, okay, of how something is. That's the style of something, that's the style energy. And you'll see you're you're not in your power, homeless man. So a homeless man, obviously, he fell from grace, or she fell from grace, because this is about energy, it's not about gender. So somebody who is in the homeless man energy, somebody who basically fell from grace, you are not performing at the level that you are capable of. That's why the banker energy is in the reverse, right? And then we got the secretary, the organizer, artist. So it's like getting yourself together. So start organizing what you plan to create. An artist, okay? So like in every field, we are all artists. We create. It's what we do, okay? And at our highest. So God is saying, start organizing yourself to perform at your highest. Okay, let's read on. So we got hairdresser energy, and if you're used to me on this channel, you know that any hairdresser energy talks about the head, because this is clearly not talking about a hairdresser, unless you are a hairdresser itself. Is if that's your where your superstardom is at in the field of hairdressing, then you could probably take it like that. But this is generally talking about the mind, the head, okay? How you believe, constructing your thoughts. And that includes constructing your thoughts so that you can construct your life, your circle. Like I was talking about, who we have around us. They may love us, but they don't believe in the heights that we can actually reach. So when you get your mind together, then you can make better decisions for yourself, not only psychologically, but also socially. Okay? Know who you talk to about your aims and objectives, and who you don't talk to about the things that you're trying to achieve. Because you know that they're not going to encourage you or inspire you. They will most likely get to sabotage you. And it doesn't mean that they don't love you. Is that they probably don't want you to get your heart broken by putting your hopes up too high, or investing money in something that will never come to pass and things like that. They don't believe in your dreams. They don't believe in your destiny like you do. Okay? So hairdresser, chef. So a chef cooks things, okay? Recipe. So that's more organization. If you're cooking something specific, you know it needs specific ingredients in specific quantities. So that's that secretary energy, organizing your thoughts, organizing your life to facilitate your destiny, your current destiny, because we have different destinies, but whatever you're hoping to manifest in the future, and we're thinking long term now, because remember I said 2044. Okay? You got time. Use it wisely. Do not procrastinate, or else you'll be sad. When you look and see that you only achieved a little bit and you could have done so much more, don't be one of those people. So yeah, hairdresser, chef, beautician, that beautiful life that you want to create. Vice president under God. You see? So those are the energies that we're striving for. Prince, princess, president, vice president, emperor, empress, king, queen energy. Okay? We're going all the way up to the top where we belong. Okay? Vice president and rapper, what we say to nurse our future. So we need to take charge over what we say so that we can nurse. Look at that CEO energy. We're going all the way to the top, my darlings. That's who we are. And nobody needs to believe it but us. When we manifest it, then they will know we knew what we were talking about. CEO, we got prophet or prophetess. So we're speaking things into being. A prophet basically tells of what is to come. A prophetess tells of what is to come. This is our destiny. Janitor or cleaner, exactly. Barber, so that's cutting out anything and anyone, even mindsets, habits, anything that's going to hold us back, so that we can confidently and efficiently farm the kind of future that we're trying to create. Okay, so right now we are not in the right mindset. We don't know our power. We don't know what God has called us to be. Or maybe we know, but we don't believe. And that is a problem. So like I said, this change starts within us. You have to first believe what God put in your heart and in your soul. Who are you? What are you good at? What are you naturally drawn to? You're supposed to shine in those areas. Could be more than one. But life itself will guide you. So you need to pay attention to what life, aka God, nature, is guiding you. Because I have ambitions to be a lot of things in life, but I know I can't be all of those things at once. Maybe I could be several of them at once, but I can't be all of them at once. So I know some of the things that I've seen for my future is going to be like way, way, way in the future type of energy. Some of them might be short term, some of them might be long term, but my whole list. I got a whole bunch of things that I want to do. And the way that my mind works, I will revolutionize these fields. I know I will, because it's just who I am. Because I'm not the type to just repeat what has already been done. I see flaws, I see where improvements can be made, and I'm the type of person to just set about doing it. Like, we need to fix this, so we fix it. Like with the shoe. Let me show you my shoe again. Like, I'm into fashion. That's my destiny. I'm the minister of entertainment. So anything in entertainment, that's me. Anything that brings beauty to creation, that's my field. I love all of it. Okay. Even if it's just to decorate cars and shit, I would do that. But like if I was in the fashion industry, so long women have been wearing pumps, and these shoes, they slip on our feet, or you have to buy a really tight pair in order for you to have a comfortable walk. But me, being who I am, I just rolled up a piece of fabric, and I made some holes, and I sewed the piece of fabric. I made 3 holes. This is the next one. There we are. I made 3 holes, and I sewed this piece of rolled up fabric on. The idea is for it to hook on the back of my foot. I'm not so well today, so. But revolutionize life. Like, there are things that we need, okay? So because of how the foot is, you see this dip right here. this dip right here, it goes with that rolled up bit. So that dip right there, it helps the shoe to stay on my foot. So it looks like a pump, but it wears like a sneaker. It wears like trainers. I could walk in it. It doesn't, it's my exact size. Okay. And when we buy our exact size in these type of shoes, that's where they flip. But it is my exact size, so it's comfortable. But because I have this hook thing at the back, I could walk in it and feel absolutely comfortable. It's not flipping on my foot like slippers anymore. Yeah. So this is why I'm saying we need to be wherever we know we would like to be, because we just naturally gifted in those areas. Okay. So however long we spend in these fields, we are going to revolutionize these fields. So don't hold on to anything that don't hold on to anything that don't want to hold on to you per se. So when it's time for you to leave these field, leave the field, because that means you've already done what the divine has destined for you to do in that field. Because what needs to happen, or what God is using us for, is like we are the premieres. Okay, we are like the prototype kind of energy. So what God does, we're gatekeepers. That's what we are. We are gatekeepers. So when we go into these fields and we do what we do, we inspire others. And then when we inspire others, is it they gonna follow? The lazy ones follow in our footsteps, or the ones who are premiers like we are, they will come up with their own advances in the field. Okay, they will come up with their own advanced, innovative ideas in the field, and that's how we modernize, make the new world. Okay, I saw one company advertise. I saw one company, since I've put my video out there, advertise something like this. But more people are, excuse me, more people are going to follow. But this is something that should have been in place a long time ago. So many people wear these type of shoes, and what? Nobody want to complain. Nobody had a problem with it flipping on your foot like that. Shit, I have a problem flipping with it on my foot, and that's why I decided to do something about it. And that's what make us different. It's not that we're trying to outshine or outdo anybody. It's just common sense. Why should I be wearing my shoe and I can't wear my shoe comfortably? Why should I? Because I've bought shoes like this. I've tried the tight method, where you buy one like a size or half a size smaller than your foot. But I ended up having to cut out the shoes because it's like it was squeezing my toes. I can't walk around in that. I need to be comfortable and stylish. Hello. So I ended up chopping out some holes in the shoes, which was a great design, by the way. But it didn't really solve the problem that I had. And I don't want to have a toe full of corns just so I could wear some sexy shoes. When I take off my shoes, I want my feet to look fabulous. You want to see my foot? Look. I have fabulous feet. I'd like it to stay that way, thank you. Shit. Nah, so we know where we belong based on what we're just naturally inclined to, what we're naturally drawn to. It's the same thing with our children. So pay attention to your children and what they're naturally inclined to. And when it's time for them to change, they will tell you when they feel drawn to something else. Support your children's dreams, support their interests, because these are the things that show us where our destiny lies. Whether it's for long term or for short term, it's a part of our destiny to have these experiences. Okay, because God has put something in us that nobody else is paying attention to. Or maybe they don't have the confidence to do it. But whatever it is, we are the gatekeepers. We open the door and walk through. And then other people follow. Okay, so if we don't do what we're supposed to do, nobody else is going to do what they're supposed to do because of the status quo. A lot of people want to fit in. It takes courage to stand out, it takes courage to be the only one doing something. It takes courage to tell somebody that's at the height of their game of some inadequacy that they have because they think, who are you? What the fuck you mean, who are you? So what? You think that you've just achieved all that you need to achieve and nobody can talk to you and help you to grow anymore? That type of mindset, it is stagnate life. We're not here for stagnation. We're here for change. We're here for improvements. We're here for progress. So I'm sorry to any CEO who feel offended by me coming on the scene and doing something that should have been done long time ago. Why is it that these shoes have been around for so long? Your wife wear these shoes, your husband. So shit, sometimes now husbands are wearing these shoes. Um, your daughters wear these shoes, your mother wear these shoes, your grandma wear these shoes, every fucking body wear these shoes, and nobody complain about the uncomfortability of that shoe, and nobody decided to do something about the uncomfortability of that shoe to improve that style of shoe. Do you know how long these shoes have been around? It's been decades now that high heel shoes like this have been getting made and sold worldwide. Why is it that it takes me to come in 2025? I think it's last year I did that. Was it last year? Probably longer than that, actually. Probably just showed it last year because from the time I bought them, I did them when I was in Uxbridge. That's in 2022 or so. That's when I made that little bulge to hook on the back of my foot. But I only showed it. I think I only advertised it last year on my fashion channel, which I'm gonna tell y'all about eventually. It's called Emerald Fashion. It's attached to my Facebook, my Ask God Here Facebook. I can't keep up with all these things. Okay? But yeah, so we are revolutionaries in every sense of the word. We revolutionize life. That's what we do. It's nothing to be hateful about. It's nothing for people to be offended by. You should be inspired by what we do. And if I could get my 10%, then I would like to have my 10% for even putting the idea out there. I feel like I deserve to get at least 10% of all profits, because these shoes have been around for too long and nobody did anything about it, and now I come and do something about it, and now you're taking my idea and you're putting it out there and it's going to be a success. Women have been waiting for that for a very long time, so it's going to get sold. And maybe even shoemakers can then, it could be a thing for shoemakers to boost the shoemaker industry as well, where shoemakers install these things into the shoe. So why don't you feel like, because I see somebody putting a knife to my throat, y'all always want to cut my fucking throat. I deserve my 10%, bro. It's my money. It's my intelligence. I had the confidence to do it and bring it here and show it to you. And now you're using it, you're making money from it, and you don't want to give me anything at all. You will suffer for that. You will pay for that one way or the other. It's either you give me my money, 10%, or else God will take it from you in a different way. And you're not going to like how God take it from you. Oh, I just heard God say, I will take my creation. You will suffer. You will lose more than you think. It's better you give me my 10% or don't. That's up to you. But I am the source connected to the source. So I have a lot more ideas to come. But whatever God chooses to do to you, After you steal my idea and you making money from it and buying yachts and mansions and fucking paying for private tuition for your children to go to school and whatnot, while I can't even buy a pad for myself when I have my period. God's gonna fix that. You're ridiculous. That's greed. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't get this boost. If it wasn't for my idea, you wouldn't get this boost. You were stagnant. Pay me. Or pay a lot more, God said, in another way. Fuck y'all take this thing for. Y'all gonna stop suffering me in this society. That's why I know. Y'all gonna stop treating me like how y'all be treating me. I am that fucking bitch. I am that CE motherfucking O. Treat me as such or as you suffer. The fuck? So the underlying issue, we got naturopath. So you see, nature's way is just natural. It's common sense. That's why it's important for us to get ourselves in alignment to enter these fields, because we have the vision, we have the confidence and the drive to bring into existence things that were never there, things that need to be here to make life better. So this, what I'm talking about, the changes that I'm talking about in society, is not just about politics. It's not just about education and all that. Fashion, hairdressing, shoemaking, everything, dancing, everything. Like the dancing industry, you need proper shoes. So you might be a dancer, you've probably danced in different type of shoes and you can never find the right comfortable shoe to move with your foot. You're needed to invent that shoe because you know the field, you know what is necessary. I'm talking to all of you who think like that. You think like that because that's your destiny in that field. God has you as a gatekeeper. That's why you have these thoughts. That's why you have these complaints. And you're willing to do something about it. What you may be lacking right now is confidence. So that's why I'm here with this reading now, to kind of inspire you and show you you're not wrong. You're on the right path. You need to pray for the things that you need to pray for so that you can deliver what you're supposed to deliver into this world, to make it a better place. So you're a dancer, your passion is dancing. You see how you can improve the dance shoe, whether it's break dancing or ballet dancing or whatever kind of dancing, and people will thank you. You're a skateboarder, you see from the industry that will make skateboarding more safe or more fun. It is your duty. You are called to, you know, bring those things into existence. So don't doubt what you feel. Don't just settle. Don't just settle, because when we settle, we stagnate life. Life need to keep moving. So you see, by me not settling, when it comes to the comfortability of my pumps, by me not settling, I've actually given an industry a push forward. So imagine the kind of inspiration that a thinker will get just from this alone. It opens up other people's minds to the other possibilities of improving things that already exist. You see what I'm saying? Gatekeeper. That's what we are. So it's time to get life moving again. But first, we have to get moving again. Okay? So it's just natural. Salesperson. Yeah, we're here to bring things. We're here to sell things to the public. That's why I want my 10%. This shit ain't free. When I bring anything, whatever it is, if it's a style of singing, if it's a lyric, if it's a, a design in clothing, shoes, if it's jewelry, whatever the fuck it is, it's not free. If I give you ideas for this new type of cinematic experience, it's not for free. I want to get paid. I have a helicopter to buy. And with the helicopter comes helicopter lessons. I need gas for my helicopter. See? I need to buy helicopter books so I know if helicopters use gas or diesel. The fuck? Yeah, I'm starting at ground zero, but I'm going where I'm going, and I'm going to get where I'm going. I will have my helicopter, and I need some place to park my helicopter. That's not far from where I live. So I'm going to need to buy a building to park my helicopter on top of, so I could just jump in my helicopter and go where I'm going when I'm going where I'm going. I am that girl. Whether you like it or not, I deserve it. The fuck? Urgh. Shit. So salesperson, naturopath, salesperson, and we got boxer. What's a boxer? We just punching things out the way, bro. Get out the way. With our reasoning, lawyer. What lawyer do? Talk for a living. Convince people of. So yeah. Don't try to convince me of anything less than who I am. Empress energy. The fuck? I am that girl. You need to know you are that girl too. You need to know you are that man too. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. We're here to change the world in beautiful ways. And we need to get what is rightfully due to us in the process as well. We will get what's rightfully due to us one way or the other. God will see to it. So first thing we need is for y'all to get your mind in the right space and be on your journey. We got 18 years. Let's see what we can achieve by 2044. Start your studying. Start taking care of your health. Move around more. Okay? You don't need to subscribe to a gym. Don't spend no money if you don't have to. Do not go take out a gym membership and then you don't go to the gym and you're just paying for a gym membership that you're not using. Okay? Make up your own things at home where it's free. Make up something. Push-ups, whether it's straight down or do it on the wall. If you're not that strong, you just do like half body push-ups, whatever. You start somewhere. Wherever you're at in your health, you start there. Even if you can't walk and you're determined to walk, it's a slow journey. Be patient with yourself, but keep going. Okay? We are who God said we are. We are who we know we are. Don't let anybody else tell you anything different. So that's what God want to share with us today. Look, Empress, civil servant. We work for God. We are the gatekeepers. We are the civil servants of the Empress. God Almighty. So we're going to talk nicely. It's a singer and teacher. We're going to talk nicely to ourselves and we're going to learn what we need to learn. We're going to be kind to ourselves and learn all the things that we need to learn so that we can go after the things that we want. This says comedian and male. So this is saying don't take life too seriously while you're going after what you're going after. Be free, be relaxed about it, you know? Don't pressurize yourself too much. If you make a mistake, it's okay. You learn from your mistake. We don't ever lose. We either win or we learn. Okay? There's no losing over here. So comedian, male, secret agent, dressmaker or tailor. So while you're going after what you're going after, don't be too hard on yourself. And also, you don't need to tell nobody what you're making. You don't need to tell nobody that don't need to know or don't care to know what you are aiming for. Don't tell nobody your dreams, your hopes, or whatever. Just keep it to yourself until you find somebody that you feel is safe to share it with. Earth angel, gatekeeper. We are who we are. Look, earth angel, factory worker. We're here to make what we're here to make. We're here to create the new world. Anyway, I'm hearing Digmo. Okay. So then we got bus driver. So the bus driver is somebody who carries people to their destinations. And bartender. So that's like law. This usually come out as law to me. You pass the bar. You're a bartender. Okay. So somebody who carry people and they're basically speaking up on their behalf. Ah, childminder. There we go. We have the right, and we're here. I'm speaking up on behalf of those of you who need, you know, you need you need that motivation to make the moves, dancer. You need that motivation to make the moves. We motivate each other. You are who you say you are. You are who God said you are. And we will do what we have been called to do. We are the creators of the new world order. We are. Oh, shit. I am. I don't know if you are. If you don't want to believe you are, then maybe you are not. But I am. Clearly. I've brought so many things into so many different industries that were never there. I've inspired so many things already. I am a gatekeeper. And I know I am a gatekeeper. I open the door to people's next levels. I open the door. I have opened the door to a lot of people's next levels in life. It's what I do. Stop that sleeping. Life is what we make it. Life is what we allow it to be as well. I'm talking to all police, all politician, all dressmaker, all shoemaker, all teacher, all scientist, all doctor, all lawyer, all nurse, all fucking basketball player, all football player, all singer, all rapper, all writer, all movie star, every fucking body. Life is what we make it, and life is what we allow it to be. If you don't like something and you feel moved to change it, make the moves to change it. We are creating the new world order. This is the new order of doing things. We police want higher pay because we deserve higher pay. It's ridiculous how long we've been working for fucking crumbs. And it's time that we put a stop to that and correct that. That needs to be corrected in the system. We shouldn't have to be committing crime to sustain our low income. There's no reason why I put my life on the line every day to save people and bring order to society when I'm working for peanuts. It's ridiculous. And that's why so many police feel absolutely no way to commit crimes to get more money because they're right. But why do the people have to suffer for the shortcomings of the system that you work for? The people around you should not be the ones that you suffer for the ills of the system that you work for. Fix the system. It's the system that's the problem. Don't try it with me. Fix the system. That's what need to be fixed. Settling for this damn minimum wage bullshit. You risk your life all day, every day. Even when you're off duty, your life is in danger because you're a police. People hate you just because you're a police. You need to get paid for that. So that you can stop living a life of crime and actually do what you wanted to do in the first place, which is help people settle disputes and bring order and bring criminals to justice. Fix the system. And let's not talk about all you judges and lawyers who have thrown out fucking video evidence of people committing crimes based on a technicality. All that stupid shit need to stop. New world order. Order of doing things. Set it the right way. Let your name go down in history books as the one who brought that about. The one who initiated correcting that in the system. And all the other ills. Everybody who you feel moved to fix different parts of the system is because you were destined. You are destined to do these things. God will give you everything that you need. God will provide you everybody that you need in the right time. You never have to worry about nothing. All you have to do is take the first step and stay on your path. You'll be fine. Don't be afraid to suffer a little bit. Life is not for the weak. And the race is not for the swift. Just keep going. We got until 2044. What can we achieve between now and 2044? How will the world look between now and 2044? Don't let any bad event that happen make you stop believing in the possibility of a better, brighter world. Don't let them trick you out your spot, because they're going to try. Our job is to keep going. We are making these changes. We are the janitors. We are the cleaners. We are the new world order. Look, we got dancer to the princess energy. I'm here to motivate you to get in your receptive energy, whether you're male or female. Princess energy, that's feminine energy, that's receiving and locking in. Look, loctition, lock in what belongs to you. So yeah, lock it into your mind and lock in your target, and you got years to learn what you need to learn and do what you need to do and make the things that God has put in your heart and your mind and your soul come to pass. You have the power. We have the power. We, with our God, we have the power. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Duh. I can do all things through Rastafari who strengthens me. Duh. I can do all things through Allah who strengthens me. Duh. I can do all things through Buddha who strengthens me. Duh. I can do all things through Krishna who strengthens me. Duh. Shit. We are it. Okay? We are the world. Anyway, guys, that's what we got for you today. Thank you so much for joining us. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.